ready for your day, we're helping you get ahead of this weekend's heat. With highs just under triple digits, we've got some tips for you this morning. First, go ahead and close your blinds and then get some aluminum foil covered cardboard. I know it sounds strange, but here's how it helps. 76% of sunlight actually turns into heat. So the cardboard and aluminum is going to shield your windows from letting it all in. Now moving on to 2, if you got ice packs, know where to use them. We're going to get just a little in your business this morning, but the best places to cool off are placing that pack on your wrists, elbows, feet, thighs, and around your head and neck. And then 3 is a bit more on the nose, but avoid the appliances. So ditch the stovetop and oven, maybe leave the laundry for nighttime as well, and then use cold water when you wash. That's the heat, but as far as this is hitting our wallets, that can be felt across the country. Millions of Americans have been under heat alerts all week. Cooling off the home keeps getting costly, and Bank of America tells us the average monthly utility payments have actually gone up 23% since 2019. And think about outdoor jobs, by the way. Reports add 2.5 billion hours were lost in labor, all due to this heat. Even the city sees the costs go up when they open their doors to cooling shelters to bring some kind of a relief to those in need. Now, Chris, you are also saying that there's another impact of all this heat as well.
Yeah, you're going to see it out your window, unless you put tinfoil on it, of course. You are going to see a probably browner lawn coming up here unless we get the rain. So let's go right through it. Here's the drought monitor. This updates every Thursday. The data is concluded at Tuesday, but we see the map generated every Thursday morning. So this is a big increase. Now, 65% of North Carolina is under a dry status. That is the precursor to drought. And then it's an increase of 33% up to 48% in South Carolina, where some areas are even under a moderate drought for the first time this season. Check out the increases. This is back on April 22nd. We had a very small amount of North Carolina under a dry status and then eventually eroded in May, where we saw a ton of rain. And then now we're back to the other end of the spectrum. And if we don't get some rain soon with these extreme temperatures, it's not going to fare well for us. Where overall for the year, you may be saying, hey, we're well above average by actually close to 3 inches. But since June 1st, we've only had 1 inch of rain. That is way below where we should be. So even though May saw one of the wettest months on record for that time period, well, it doesn't matter because right now we're 1.6 inches below normal for June. With extreme temperatures, this exponentially increases everything. And the map that you're looking at, that brown area, the darker brown, is showing 25 to 50% below what we should have for this time of year. So what do we need? About 3 to 4 inches, not all at once. That's the key. If we get a big time thunderstorm, a lot of that runs off. It doesn't help our lawns. It doesn't help any of the agriculture. And our rainfall chances, as Larry's going to go into a little bit more detail, are at least coming up. This map about a week ago only showed about a 20% chance, and that was it. So we need the rain. We're not in really a bad status yet, but if things don't change, we're going to be going down a rabbit hole called a flash drought. Happens all at once, and you will see some big changes. So fingers crossed that some of these come to fruition, at least for your lawn.